Welcome to Nerdstrodamus, everyone. I'm Dr. Pants. And welcome to
the Switchuation Room.
the Switchuation Room. Hashtag Switchuation Room. Because it's Switch Day. Woo. Now, you might have seen our unboxing video, our previous day thing, but we've got the Switches. We've had them for a day, and let's talk about them.
Let's look at it.
Let's look at it.
Oh my god.
Now, hardware-wise, it's nice. It's hefty. It feels heavier than a Wii U gamepad.
Oh yeah, it's solid. It works. It's clicky. The buttons feel real solid.
It's real nice, and it's sleek, and it is portable.
Yeah, it doesn't look as much like a toy as the Wii U did.
No, this feels like a gaming machine, whereas the Wii U kind of looks like a play school thing.
Right.
So, but the system has everything you've seen already: power, volume, game cartridge thing. USB-C charging port.
Oh yeah, that means nothing proprietary about the entire system. That means for memory. That means for charging. It's whatever you want to use. So it's micro SD.
Micro SD, which is under the kickstand.
And the USB-C for all the charging needs.
Right, so you can go out and get any USB-C charger. Don't go super cheap because you want to make sure it's going to work and give enough power to the system.
But it still gives us options.
Right,
Nice
and micro SD cards for extra memory.
Oh yeah.
So now,
take it off.
Oh yeah, Joy-Cons. So let's take a look at the Joy-Cons really quick. The Joy-Cons, they are small. They are small. I'm sure a lot of people have talked about this.
The teeny weeny. Teeny weeny weeny.
But they feel good.
Yeah.
And I have played a couple of games sideways like this.
Shovel Knight.
Snipper
Clips.
Fast Racing. Now, so you got all the buttons that you would expect to be on it. Plus, when you turn it sideways, there's this little SR and SL button, which not great.
No.
But that's why you get these. These are the grips that come with it that I'm sure people have seen.
Yeah, let's put these awesome things on. Here I am being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Now these things are cool, and they definitely do improve the look
They do.
and feel.
They give it a little more heft to it, a little more width, but again, I never had a real big problem with it. And they make those buttons way more defined at the top. But the big issue we're having with it is, and there is a lock button, but we're making sure it's not locked, but trying to get them off afterwards.
I feel like I'm gonna break it.
Yeah, it's always that hard click up.
I'm gonna hold it in my hands. I'm gonna like mess this thing up.
Yeah, so that makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, they're nice. They're cool. I'm probably not gonna put them in my bag. I'm probably gonna leave.
No,
them
I'm not going to take them with me when I go on the go. But it's really, really nice. The Joy-Cons, each one is different. The right one has the motion sensor in it, which we haven't used yet.
No.
It hasn't really come up. The left one has... Well, they talked about HD Rumble in that one, but they both have it. Home button on this one.
And a capture button on this one.
Which... The capture button, really quick, if you've ever used a capture system for screenshots on any other system, the PS4, the Vita, the Wii U, the 3DS, it always takes a little bit. It's always a weird workaround.
You always have to go to another screen, blah, blah, blah.
This one, you hit the button, it does not take you out of the game, it just gives you a little message that says, screenshot saved.
And it works.
It
saves it to an external album outside of your game, and then you can just look at all your stuff. It doesn't interrupt the flow of gameplay. It works pretty well.
Right. Now, of course, on the PS4, there are hotkeys that you can set up for that, but still, this is just set up right away. Capture, boom, done.
Now, real quick, people were talking about things like syncing with the left Joy-Con.
Yeah, you would lose connectivity with the left one playing Zelda. A lot of people were real worried about that. We've been playing all day,
and we haven't run into a single issue. So.
And in all honesty, I've been playing mostly without a grip or anything. I've just had one Joy-Con in each hand, and I've had no issues.
Yeah, we've been sitting many feet away from the TV, just kind of trying to,
multiple people playing all at once.
We haven't had a single connectivity issue, so it may have been fixed with the day one update. We don't know.
It may have been.
Yeah.
Also, connectivity with this in general, syncing these is a breeze.
Oh yeah, so way better than ever syncing your Wii controllers. They suck to sync.
Yeah.
And your Xbox 360 controllers too.
You go to a menu on the Switch, you press the sync button here, it starts flashing lights, and then to activate it, you press the L and R button on whichever controller you want.
Yep, and that's the confirmation thing. Works really, really well.
These do work really great. Now we've got the grip. Oh, listen to that click. It's so good. Now this turns the Joy-Cons into pretty much a regular controller, and it feels good.
The lights on the front?
Yeah.
It's actually a reflector that goes in there and pushes the light out.
There's no electronics in this grip at all.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now it turns it into a more legitimate controller, so if that's your thing, it feels nice.
Yeah, I was a little worried about it, but it feels totally normal. Playing Super Nintendo all my life, small controller, right? No big deal. No big deal.
It's not that small.
No, it's really not.
No. But if you are looking for a different option, we did get a chance to get a Pro controller, which has been a bit of an uneasy topic for some people because of the price.
Yeah.
It is $70, which is more than a DualShock 4 or Xbox One controller. But a couple of things. Number one, this has the HD rumble in it, which was a selling point of the Joy-Cons. It's supposed to give like some crazy sensations. So far, we have noticed left and right differentiation in rumble,
like, kind of like an up and down.
An up and down. There's varying intensities.
Yeah. Does it feel like you're holding like udders in your hands and 1-2 switch? Not really.
No, but I do know when I was doing the milking thing, like you press the buttons and it does offer like a cool, different kind of sensation.
Yeah, and so we were playing like a fast RMX, for example, and you bump the right rumbles, bump the left rumbles. But it's kind of cool. It makes sense on these because obviously they're different things. They have different rumble, but the HD rumble is built in there. Yeah.
It is. Also, this is a PC controller right out of the box.
Awesome.
Food for thought.
And just along with everything else, no proprietary charging.
It's
even for the controller.
This is USB-C, just like the system. So because it came with a charging cable, by the way. That might be where the extra $10 came from because
the DualShock does not come with it.
No, why doesn't that DualShock come with a charging cable?
No idea.
Yeah, this came with a charging cable. So I now have an extra charging cable for my Switch, but it's hefty, it's solid. This is one of the best controllers I've had in my hand.
It feels great.
It feels really, really great. I'm not upset I bought this. It's just nice to have an extra controller, nice to have something that's a little more like a regular controller. So if you need a regular controller, it's $70.
Go for it.
But it's worth it. It really is, especially just to get that extra charging cable and to have a PC controller and just to have something this comfortable. Many woots.
Real quick, media.
So this is a Vita cartridge.
This is a 3DS cartridge.
Here's a Switch cartridge.
It's way smaller than a.
It's about the size of a Vita cartridge, but it's like half as wide. Or I'm sorry, it's twice as wide.
Twice as wide.
The Vita's half as wide.
Yeah.
And apparently they taste terrible.
Apparently, we our Slow Ted tried them out our buddy last night.
So
you know,
but
he said they do taste kind of bad afterwards, bad aftertaste. But.
Right. But now, so the cartridges are really, really tiny. The cases are a different size than any other case I've ever seen, which makes me mad, but that's a topic for a different day.
Indeed.
So let's talk about the actual system.
User interface, all the software inside.
User interface. So you boot up the system.
Real nice, real slick.
Real slick.
It's got that nice kind of Apple-esque Nintendo logo pop up in the beginning. When you wake up from sleep mode, it's really, really fast. If you're familiar with the way the Xbox One, the PS4 work, when you're bumping in and out between the user interface and the game, it's just a button press and you're immediately there.
Right, and it works the same way here. If you hit the home button in the middle of playing Zelda, you go back to the home screen. You can do things there. You can mess with your album. You can mess with the eShop, and then you can hit the home button and go right back in.
Yeah. Which makes it really cool. And actually, it's even a little faster than the PS4 when you close an app.
Yeah, closing a game
it's snappy. It just closes it. It's over.
It's actually faster than the 3DS.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by a lot.
Which is crazy. On the home screen, you've got the list of all your games that you've played, along with a news icon, eShop, album, controllers, which is where you go to sync everything.
Yeah, syncing is really, really simple.
System settings, and then sleep mode. Now that's at the bottom there. Also, it tells you which controllers are paired with it and what you're using. You can access your profile, your friends, all that. Let's talk about friending for a second.
4 ways to friend people.
Now, a lot of people were mad because they heard friend codes came back, but hold on, there's 3 other ways to do it. Number 1, local. If there is somebody in proximity to you with the Switch, you can go to search for local players. You pick one of 4 card suits, a Spade Club, whatever. As long as both people pick that, they'll find each other and you can just send them a friend request and done.
Does it work super great? Not so far.
No.
Every time we tried to do it, it's been a little wonky.
There's a little bit of lag time with friending people, but we've successfully friended everybody around us.
We tried to after only a try or 2.
Right.
So it hasn't been 100% perfect, but friending people that way has been rather successful.
If you play online with people, there's the option to friend someone you played with online. There's also, I haven't had a chance to try this or see if it's even there, but apparently you can send friend requests or get friend requests from people that you're friends with on Miitomo and Super Mario Run, if they have a Switch and they're linked. So we get to see that. And then the last one is friend codes. Now, everybody hates friend codes because it's this long list of numbers that you have to give somebody and you have to get theirs to friend them and whatnot. My thing is, If you really want to friend someone, then you're going to have to do it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just how it is. Now, if you're looking for people, there's probably a subreddit for it.
Go for it.
Go for it. There's one for the 3DS. So that's friending, and it works pretty well.
Pretty well.
You can only see your friends online if they're playing games.
That's kind of a nice thing.
Yeah. So if this ever does, for some reason, get Netflix or anything else...
No one will know and bother me when I'm watching Stranger Things.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yep. Real quick, we ready to talk about the games?
Yes. So we've had a chance to play a lot of the games that came out. We played Zelda, which we'll do an entire episode on later.
But we're enjoying the heck out of it.
It's great. It throws you right into the open world, right into the game right away. There's very little opening to it. It's just boom, there you go, go play.
Yeah, it's the most pick up and play Zelda game ever, probably.
And a real nice evolution of the game.
Yeah, so we'll talk much more about the innards of all of that.
Right.
Especially after we play more of it, because
yeah,
we're enjoying ourselves.
We played 1-2 Switch.
It's fun.
It's a fun party game.
Yeah, very low calorie.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth the $50. I think it should have been a pack-in game. Now that I've even played it,
but it's probably even less, meaty than a pack-in game.
Yeah, I think it's less meaty than Wii Sports and Nintendo Land were.
Yeah.
But it's still fun, and we had a lot of good laughs playing it. I'm bad at this. I'm really bad at this.
You are. I want to see you guys milk some cows after this.
Point! Yeah! First point. Yeah! First! We played Fast RMX,
which I think is actually pretty decent.
It's a real good download game. If you play Fast Racing Neo on the Wii U, it's pretty much the same thing, just now on the Switch. And it's fun. It's an F-Zero Wipeout-esque futuristic racer. Some great tracks. My only complaint is the music's really not memorable. If I get a futuristic racer, come on, give me some sick beats.
If you want some good music, play Shovel Knight, though.
Play Shovel Knight, which we've been playing. On the Switch comes in 2 flavors, the Spectre of Torment DLC by itself, or Treasure Trove, which comes with everything.
Yeah, including the upcoming DLCs, and the just released DLCs.
Right, if you're into classic platformers and you haven't played Shovel Knight, and if you have a Switch, get it on there. It's totally worth it.
Speaking of classic games,
Bomberman, Super Bomberman R.
I've been playing Bomberman. It's Bomberman. It's good. We've been playing
So wait.
player so far.
Wait, you're telling me if I play Bomberman X-Zero, it's going to be like that?
Oh, no, not like that. No,
this is
it's actually a decent Bomberman.
Yeah, it's a classic Bomberman game, up to 8-player multiplayer on a single system.
Co-op all the way through the main story.
Yep, it's silly, it's fun, the story is presented in weird pop art that's kind of awesome. The characters actually have some personality. It's a little much, but it's a lot of fun.
And we played Snipper Clips.
Snipper Clips, which is a unique game.
Yeah, we all want to play it with our wives because it's
a casual game.
It seems really approachable, but I think it's going to cause a lot of arguments.
I think so too. So I'm not
together.
I'm not sure about this, but it's a co-op game where you have to cut pieces off of each other to solve puzzles like popping balloons, getting basketballs into hoops, or transporting an egg from one side to its nest. It's really fun. There's a demo for it.
Yeah, give it a try.
Yeah, there's a free demo. Go give it a try.
So
how do we feel?
We've been feeling pretty good. We've been trying to check our expectations, but we've been enjoying ourselves so far. We've been kind of looking at a lot of the things people have been saying negatively about it, and we haven't been kind of running into many of the same problems so far.
We've had no connectivity issues with the left Joy-Con.
No, not as many graphical hiccups as people were talking about in Zelda and a lot of the reviews.
I think a lot of the problem was people reviewing it, they didn't have the day one updates for any of it, and I think that fixed everything. But that's
most of everything so far.
Right, and day one updates, that's a thing that just exists now.
Yeah. Be careful with it. Definitely get a screen protector. Definitely get a case if you're going to take it on the go.
Right.
And we've been kind of enjoying ourselves.
We have. If anybody's out there sitting on the fence, it just comes down to, are there games on it you want to play right now? If so, go get it. Go get it and play Zelda.
And if not, just pick it up when Mario Kart comes out, because you're going to want to play that.
Or when Xenoblade, or Mario Odyssey, or Splatoon 2. Splatoon. Hashtag Splatoon. Please let's make that a thing.
Indeed.
It is a lot of fun. And if you haven't had a chance to get one and you really want one, go try and get it. It is worth it. It works. It plays games really well. And we're having a lot of fun. The multiplayer aspect is great. I mean, there's been 3 of us pretty much going around just playing this.
Yep, and then just using different controller combinations, playing different games, having a good time.
It's been way more accessible for multiplayer than most other systems.
Oh, yeah.
So we're really loving it. Aside from being Nintendo fans, we love it.
This has been Nerdstrodamus.
This has been
the Switchuation Room.
From the Switchuation Room. If you enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe, and hashtag Switchuation Room. Let's keep it going. Let's make it a thing. I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
We'll catch you some other time.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you liked what you see, click subscribe. Also, check the links below for our Twitter, our blog, and our Facebook page. Check back often. We'll be posting new videos weekly.